Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. And today we're going to be going over the state of New York, right? And hold on, give me 1 second, guys, because there we go, my bad. Should have shown that. Oh, and that's there too. All right, guys. So, welcome back to another video. And so, pretty much, guys, today I'm going to be talking about New York because this has been one of the great mysteries of the 2024 presidential election cycle. Guys, make sure before we go ahead and really get started with the show, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate if you guys would do so. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, make sure to go ahead and comment down below, in the chat room. I can see the like to view ratio is pretty good right now. So if we could keep that up, guys, whenever you guys join the chat or whenever you join the stream, make sure to hit the like button because it really boosts the engagement for us and we can appeal to like other people that haven't seen the channel or the show. That's why I like doing these, because it's a live discussion and people can actually see me in action, because I feel like a lot of the times I'm posting very similar videos a lot, and I feel like these live streams can kind of make it more interactive and more people can engage with me and the channel and the community as a whole. So I think this is why I really like doing these kind of videos. But guys, if we look at this, right, if we go to, New York new poll, right? Let's look up New York new poll. So Biden is now leading within single digits in the state of New York, which is really insane. That's a crazy thing, guys. That is crazy because Trump is currently, at 38% of the poll, and Trump got 38% of the vote in the state. It's just that Biden has completely fallen off here. That's mainly what's happened. And so what we see here, what's pretty interesting is that, you know, we could see here, let's see here. So basically, there's a 14-point shift in New York on top of the 2020 margin. So Trump is like supposedly in the mid. So basically, Trump's at 23% in New York City. That is huge, guys. That is really big. I think the shorter daily live streams are great. Distinctive from other channels with longer but less frequent streams. Yeah, I like to do a streaming as much as I possibly can. um the thing about this poll, guys, is that they oversampled Democrats by 27 points. That is a huge oversample, even for the state, of New York. That is a huge sampling size, for a Republican candidate, or for a poll here at all. um right now, currently, if we look at this, 64% of black voters say they're going to vote for Biden in New York. 34% of Hispanics said they're going to vote for Biden compared to 59. So he's actually below 50% in the state with Hispanic voters. That is a crazy shift. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy that's even, that is a remarkable, stunning performance by, Donald Trump in this poll. And what's interesting is, we're going to go off my latest projection. I was playing around with my model a little bit, and I'm going to be able to give you guys, an electoral analysis of this. Um, and so essentially, what's with the glitching? What do you mean? Oh, is my stream? Oh, my stream is like kind of glitching right now, actually. Hold on. That's weird. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see me. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me make sure that everything is good. Can you guys hear me fine now? I don't know why my stream was like was kind of my stream was kind of crashing there for some reason. Can you guys let me know if like everything is fine now, just before we keep moving on, because I don't want this to be laggy and stuff. I'm in upstate New York and we prefer Trump. If Trump wins 30% in New York City, can he win the state? Well, like with what group though? That's the question. With what group can he What group is he gonna do that with? Guys, let me know if I'm doing fine. Be it like streaming wise. I don't know why it was like crashing like that. That was actually really strange. I noticed it on my phone on the side. I don't know why. I'm good now. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue, but that was pretty weird because I did notice on my phone that um I was kind of glitching out a little bit. That was pretty strange actually. Everything's good now. Okay, well, all right. We did gain a lot of viewers and then a lot of people left, so that did kind of suck. Let me see something. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth. Stream status poor. That's strange. I don't know why my stream would be so poor. Guys, make sure if you guys are new to the chat, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. You know, if you guys haven't hit the like button yet, I would greatly appreciate it. We're already at 25 likes, which is good. So thank you guys for being on top of that. I do actually appreciate it. I'm going to just make sure that the streaming, status is like decent. It looks like I'm playing back pretty good right now. Like it seems like I should be doing fine. So I'm gonna continue. If you guys see another problem, just go ahead and message me in the chat. Again, guys, please hit the like button. You know, if you guys are new to the channel, or at least if you guys haven't seen the video yet, you just joined, please hit the like button because it does boost the engagement quite a bit. What I might actually do is I might just get out of this on my computer and just kind of let I'll just view chat on here instead. That's probably what's causing my computer to kind of go slower. But all right, guys, essentially my model, I was playing around with it. You know, I fully incorporated the demographic side of everything. And so now Donald Trump is, ahead in Arizona by 7.5. And if we look at the polling data, um, RCP, what's pretty interesting is right now he leads the national aggregate by 2.2. If you go to Arizona, he is up in the state by 4.5 in the five-way race. He's up by 5.7, and the model here has him winning by 7.5. The 538 like polling in Arizona overestimated him by or overestimated Biden by 2 percentage points, which is pretty interesting. So the fact that he's even within that margin of error from 2020 is very interesting. If we look at California, it's a 19.4 percentage point win. Colorado is a 7-point win as of right now for Biden. So we could fill this in. Basically, he's winning all his 2020 states by a safe margin. There's really no question, about those states whatsoever. Iowa and Ohio. Iowa right here is listed as an 18-point victory alongside if we look for Ohio, he's up there by about 19.7%. So he's doing pretty good there. Florida and Texas are both, 15, 16-point victories. Um, respectively. He is doing very well in the state of Texas and Florida. He's expected by my model to win at each of these states by over 15 percentage points. So he is in good shape to win those right now. He's winning mostly, in Nebraska as well. The only district he's missing from his safe column is the Nebraska second district. He's ahead in California by a safe margin. In Hawaii, he's right above Biden's right above 15 points in Hawaii. He's right above the margin. DC, Maryland, Massachusetts, and Vermont are the other safe Democratic states, and that's literally it. Joe Biden is literally sitting at 85 electoral college votes only in this scenario. Alaska has a 17-point victory in this scenario. It is voting to the right of the nation by about 12 percentage points. If we go to Colorado, it's actually voting very left compared to the nation. Colorado is actually voting like basically 16 points to the left of the nation. So it's trending very Democrat in this scenario. Georgia is voting 2.2% right of the nation. And so it is narrowing up. It is trending to the right and to the left, and so is Arizona. So you do see the trend there. However, a state like Wisconsin is doing pretty well for Donald Trump. He's up there by quite a bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and fill this out. Currently in Washington, he is up there by around 10 points. Polling does show this within 5, but I don't think he's going to be able to win the state. Oregon, Biden's up there by 7.7%. In the state of, let's look at it, where would it be? The state of Nevada, he's up by 10.7 percentage points, guys. He's up here by an incredible amount. In Arizona, he's up by 7.5 percentage points. If we look at Colorado, he's up by 7 in the state. If you look at New Mexico, he's actually winning the state of New Mexico by a point due to Hispanic trends nationwide. He actually wins the state of New Mexico by around a point, and he's currently winning the popular vote by 5.5%, which is actually what Gold Crown Politics is actually projecting. Nebraska's second would be a tilt Republican margin. Illinois is a likely Democratic state. It's within a couple of votes. If we go to, for example, over here, all of these states would be likely Democratic victories. New Jersey is listed as a 5.4 percentage point win, so it is almost in the lean category, which is also interesting. It's voting to the right of a state like Illinois and Colorado. Virginia is extremely competitive. It is a tilt margin, for Joe Biden as of right now. And if we go to North Carolina, these are likely margins. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania are likely margins. Minnesota, funny enough, actually does not flip yet in this scenario. It's actually really close. It is literally, if I find it, 0.3% for Biden. It's really close in this scenario. And if we go to New York, Biden is currently leading there in the model by about 12 percentage points as of right now. Maine's first would be safe Democrat, I believe, if I can find it. Yep, it is still safe Democrat, including the Maine's second district. The funny enough, the Maine's first district actually votes by a little bit more than what it did in 2020. It's just the Maine second district completely shifts the state to the right. I might be a little bit wrong on the districts, but we'll end up seeing what happens there. And funny enough, New Hampshire is actually a Republican victory for Donald Trump. So he's winning New Hampshire and New Mexico before Minnesota and Virginia, which shows you how left these states are actually trending. And Maine at large is actually a point victory for Joe Biden. It's 1.1%. Now, the reason why you are seeing a weird result where Joe Biden is, losing New Mexico and New Hampshire, but is winning Minnesota and Virginia is actually because I have basically incorporated demographics to kind of play a factor in here. And so they do play a little decent part in the model. And so when you look at that, it actually reflects there. Also, my data analyst, which he goes by the name of data analyst Connor K. You guys can subscribe to him on YouTube. I have not linked him in the description, but you guys can still go ahead and subscribe to him. You'll actually see that he got the approval rating between different categories in the major swing states. And in Minnesota, he actually has the least disapproval here. He's actually disapproved of the least in the state of Minnesota. He's only down 17 points in Minnesota. He also has the highest, not the highest approval rating. His highest is actually in the state of Wisconsin, where actually that's his lowest disapproval. He's actually the mostly approved of in Wisconsin for some reason. His second state would be Minnesota. So it actually makes sense as to why he'd still be holding on to Minnesota, because his approval rating is a little bit, larger there than it would be in per se Michigan or Pennsylvania. Michigan, he actually has the worst approval rating in that state on an individual basis. Virginia, he's actually aren't you too optimistic? Like Trump flipping New Mexico would be crazy. Well, not necessarily, because if Donald Trump, guys, he's leading the aggregate by 2.1 percentage points nationwide. If he gets underestimated by around 2 points, he'd be winning the popular vote by around 4, and that's within the realm of possibility. And so what ends up happening is I expect the state of New Mexico to trend to the right of where it was in 2020 due to the trends with Hispanic voters. So a state like New Mexico being competitive is definitely within the realm of possibility if Trump is winning the popular vote by this amount. Now, if Trump is going to be tied in the popular vote, then my projection is going to be wrong. He'd probably be winning New Mexico. Biden would probably be ahead here by 3 or 4 if that was the case. And so I genuinely believe Trump is going to be able to pull this out fairly easily as of right now. All the swing states are pretty massive victories. Even if Biden had the exact same approval rating he did on election day in 2020, he'd still be down in the electoral college by a pretty decent amount. He'd still be losing all the major swing states by over five. Michigan and Pennsylvania would be a little bit closer. And funny enough, Pennsylvania is actually a 7-point win. Michigan's only a 4-point victory. So that is very interesting to actually see there. And if you did have, for example, let's say the popular vote was Biden plus 4 or something like that, right? So let's say theoretically we are in that situation. Arizona would still go Republican, Michigan and Georgia would go Democrat, and Pennsylvania would go Republican. Nevada would go Republican and Wisconsin would go Republican. So the map there is kind of weird because Michigan and Georgia go blue, but not Arizona. And that may be due to the fact that Hispanics are definitely shifting to the left and or to the right, and there's a decent amount of Hispanics there. So if Biden were to win the popular vote by the same amount that he did back then, this would effectively be the swing state map essentially with the states under a point victory. And if you notice, Donald Trump is already winning 270 electoral college votes because of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. He's still up there by a pretty decent amount. And according to my model, he's winning New Mexico and New Hampshire as well as Nebraska's second district extremely narrowly. That puts him winning by a pretty decent amount. It's basically a combo of like 2016 with, very favorable Hispanic demographics in his column. That's basically what it is. Guys, make sure, just going to remind you guys again, if you guys can go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below. I would appreciate it. But most importantly, please, guys, hit that like button. It would mean the world to me. It would definitely make a big difference as of right now. And so, yeah, that's the thing. If Trump were to, be down, be down on the popular vote by the same amount, and Biden had the same approval rating from 2020, he'd still be winning. And now, if the popular vote were to be the same popular vote from last time, Joe Biden would lose Arizona by 3, Georgia by 2. He'd be losing Michigan by 2. North Carolina's a 6-point win. Nevada's a 4-point win. Wisconsin's a 4.5-point victory, and Pennsylvania's a 3.5-point win. And the reason why this happens is because the state of Michigan as a whole, it voted to the right of the nation, but not by as much as what it did in 2016. So it technically is trending back to Democrats. Whereas here in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, these states are actually trending to the right compared to the rest of the nation in 2020. So basically, the model is picking up that these trends would continue. Texas is a 9.4 percentage point victory. New Mexico's a 6-point win. New Hampshire's less than 5. So is Nebraska second. So is Minnesota and Maine at large, as well as Illinois and Colorado as a 12-point victory. And the popular vote would essentially be a tie, which is actually funny. Donald Trump would actually still be winning the popular vote in this scenario. And if I were to set this, yeah, if you were to basically put this to minus Biden, that much, Donald Trump would actually be barely ahead in the popular vote in this scenario. And if you were to give Biden an approval rating of 6 points, where Donald Trump still wins, Joe Biden is actually leading in the popular vote by around 2.2 percentage points. So, to be clear, do you think Trump will win New Mexico, or is it only because the model? I think EPA's is more accurate than yours. He isn't predicting New Mexico flipping. Who's EPA? EPO, you mean? EPO official? Is that who you're referring to? Is it mostly Minneapolis that Democratic? Do you think Glenn Youngkin runs for president 28? It depends. I'm not exactly sure. So we'll see about that. Trump versus Biden in New York. I mean, I don't know what that comment was supposed to mean, but either way, Donald Trump, is enjoying a pretty big polling lead against he's enjoying a pretty good polling lead, guys. He really is. And the model has him winning extremely easily. He's ahead by 5.5 on the popular vote, and he's currently destroying Joe Biden, according to my forecast. And states like New Hampshire flip, New Mexico, not Minnesota, that would put him at 232, and Maine at large would put him at 334. But funny enough, he'd actually win Virginia before he even wins Maine at large, which is pretty interesting. And so this is the current map that my model projects as of right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing my weekly election prediction. You guys already know about that. Alpha Mapper says I'm talking about EPO. You know, EPO is interesting because I actually really do respect his electoral analysis. He has been very accurate the past few cycles. However, when you look into his new election model, there is a bit of a problem with his model because he's factoring in the House, he's factoring in governor races and Senate races, and he's also looking at the basically the ratings of the states from, you know, different news networks who have never been even close to getting it right. And so the fact he's even looking at that is pretty strange. Now, I actually may end up coming up with my own, you know, forecast aggregate soon. I mean, I have my own individual forecast right here. However, the thing with Donald Trump is that, you know, he's outperforming with Hispanics, outperforming with African Americans, but white voters are going to shift to the left, but not as or to the right, but not as much as Hispanic and black voters. And what's actually quite funny is that if we were to go over here, what would it take, you know, for what would it take for the states to flip in 2024, right? Let's look at this. We're going to play around with the demographics. I have Donald Trump winning about 15% of the black vote. So that puts him at around, what would the margin be? He'd be ahead by 70 with blacks. So that puts Arizona and Georgia in his column. Hispanics, I have him winning about 40. So that puts him 20 ahead. And with this, with white voters, I expect him to more than likely win them by 16. So that puts him at 313 electoral college votes, and it's a tied popular vote. Now, with the young 18 and 29-year-old voters, I expect Trump Biden to win it by 18. 30 to 44-year-olds, I expect it basically he's gonna probably win this group by like the same amount as last time. 45 to 64-year-olds, I think, you know, is a little bit closer. And you do have, you know, 65 plus probably voting a little bit to the left of where it did back then. College educated voters, I think, are going to shift to the right by a bit. College, non-college is going to shift a little bit. Female voters are going to shift to the left, however. That puts states like Virginia and Maine back in the column there. And, you know, basically under 30K voters, I expect them to get more Democrat as these voters are under certain programs, including 30 to 60K essentially. You know, 60 to 100K, I expect these to get slightly more Republican, probably like DR plus 7, but 100K plus voters are probably going to shift a little bit to the left. And that actually puts the electoral map back here. And so, with the demographics that I have projected, Donald Trump is winning the election with 313 electoral college votes. And what's very interesting about this is that Joe Biden, you know, is basically, if we look at New Mexico, guys, we're going to see the margin here. The margin is a tilt margin for Biden. It's within the margin of error. So is Minnesota. Minnesota's within two. So even the demographics that I think are going to actually take place sort of reflect this map. Now, the only difference is that Trump is winning New Mexico and New Hampshire, but they are pretty close states. So the demographics, I'm even suggesting using a model from 538 are not even that off. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. They're not that ridiculously off. And we can even go ahead and actually update my model with these margins, because essentially what I do is I basically plug these in over here, and then the model would kind of update itself. So what I can do is actually look at the popular vote margins here. So if we go ahead and look at this, for example, do you believe in the Alan Lichtman's 13 keys to the presidency? Right now, I'm kind of conflicted about those because he is very biased. He's technically been wrong twice before. So all these people are saying he's been 100% accurate is just not true. A lot of the times it's more so a popular vote predictor rather than an actual winner predictor. Because he even said that Donald Trump was going to win the popular vote in 2016, and Clinton ended up winning it. So that's kind of the thing. His model is more of a popular vote predictor rather than an actual election predictor, if you really think about it, because he had Al Gore winning in 2000, which actually had Al Gore winning the popular vote. And so that's really where you see the discrepancy here. Now, Trump, by coincidence, ended up not winning the popular vote, but still won, according to his model. So, it just depends. But he had Biden winning because Biden basically won the popular vote. Like, it's really more of a popular vote predictor rather than an actual election predictor itself. So if he does post something and he shows Biden winning, you could be like, okay, well, maybe Biden ends up winning the popular vote by like a point or two or something like that. Which I think if Biden does win the popular vote by around 2 points or more, if he's in territory to win, but it depends. We'd have to kind of wait and see. Now, if we look at this, Biden, Trump, according to this, is ahead by this amount. He's ahead by 2.3. The swing, and which is actually what the RCP aggregate says, by the way. The RCP aggregate says he's leading by 2.3. And that's actually the same exact result that they have, believe it or not. That's actually the same exact result they have on RCP, by the way. And so if we look at this, 4.5%, that's a 6.8 percentage point swing in favor. And so what we can actually do is we have this here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this at around 6.8%. And so that is the average shift there. But what I am going to do, the model's going to look really weird at first, and you're going to see it looks really strange right now. Not necessarily super strange, but the results did actually get a little bit more Republican. But what I am actually going to factor in is the new demographics that I have included. So let's see if that actually changes the results. I'm going to be updating the model live on stream with you guys here. And so actually what I'm going to show you guys how I do this is pretty cool. So you're going to see this really quick. You're going to be like, whoa, how does he do these models so fast? This is why. So if I were to go ahead and actually do this, so by state, in order, so Wyoming, and you get all of the states, right? You get all of them, and you copy and paste it, and you go in here and you copy this in, and you would be like, give me all of the margins without the percentage sign, and if the Republican wins, right number, make the number positive. If the Democrat wins, make the number negative. Make sure to order the states in this particular order. So we can go ahead and now go over here and copy and paste this. So let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to have to end up, erasing this, and we'll fill in the map again, just to see what ends up happening. Biden supporter here, just seeing how little threadable understanding about how little this thread understands about predictive modeling. Well, JF, I want you to go ahead and explain where you actually have the election at. What do you know what? Actually, you know what? Why don't you join the Discord server, and I'll actually do a call and stream with you, and you can go ahead and try to we can talk about what you think about the 2024 election. I'd actually be curious to see what you have as of right now. So go ahead and if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And so now if we go over here and we plug this into the demographic model, nope, wrong thing, paste, values only, there we go. So that basically changed everything. And so now if we look at the results, we're going to actually see a couple different things here. It doesn't change things too much. The popular vote is slightly closer. It's a tad bit closer, and New Hampshire and New Mexico are a lot closer now. So New Mexico, so it changed the model a tad bit, essentially. It changed it a tiny bit. And the reason why I like to include this here, I always update this every once in a while, but basically what I do here is I essentially fill this out with the demographics I think are going to happen. And you see that the popular vote was a 2.3 lead in the model for Trump, and the popular vote be lead for Biden was 4.5. So I basically get the, absolute sum of that, the absolute difference of that swing, and it's a 6.8% swing in favor. It's 6.8 swing from 2020 to 2024, and you go ahead and you get the margin and you divide it by 6.8, because for every 0.1% of the popular vote, or by every point in the popular vote, this is how much the state moves. So for every point in the popular vote, the average demographic shifts take place in the state. That's basically what ends up happening here. And so this is what you end up getting as of right now. This is basically what you get, essentially. Biden would actually win DC by the exact same amount as last time, which is interesting. Florida's still safe. Texas is actually 2 points to the right there. Michigan is 6.2% Republican. I live in the North Bronx. I am surprised. On point, what's your prediction on UK holding a snap election on July 4th? Well, I could actually look into that, by the way. I might actually try to study that and actually see where that's going to end up. I mean, it depends on, because I do know the election was kind of called like very surprisingly. So I may look into that and see where it stands. I know that the Labor Party is expected to win pretty big, because I know everybody's mad with the conservatives over there, because a lot of the conservatives over there, from my understanding, are not really true populist conservatives. They're a little bit different than the American conservative. So that's basically what we're looking at right now. But we're going to go ahead and fill this out again, because I was able to update some of the demographics here, just to kind of adjust for the shift there. And essentially, if we look at this, Maine at large is still lean. New Hampshire is extremely close, as well as New Mexico. They're razor thin. Colorado and Illinois are 8-point victories. California is still safe. Washington right now is an 11-point win. Oregon an 8-point win as of right now. Nevada, if we look at it, is currently, where is Nevada? A 10-point victory. So it's similar to what it was before. Alaska is an 18-point win now. Hawaii is safe Democrat, essentially. Connecticut is actually right, almost right there to being safe, but it's actually not. New Jersey is a 6.5 percentage point victory. New York is a 13.5 point win for Biden. Maine's first, presumably, would be more Democrat. I'm assuming, yeah, it's more Democrat. Uh, but the second district completely swings the state to the left there. And if we go ahead and look at Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, they're all likely Republican, areas. Nebraska's second is really close, 0.7 percentage point victory. New Mexico or Minnesota is actually tilt Biden, so it's a 0.8 percentage point win. Texas and Florida are safe. Georgia, North Carolina are there, and Virginia is currently a 1.5 point win for Biden. So basically the electoral map is the same, except the margins just shift a tiny bit in some of the states there. So we have just updated the model, and this is where the election stands as of right now. That's basically where everybody stands. And let's see, it says, can we do a 2024 vote poll for the chat state by state, by the way? Actually, we could do that. That'd actually be a little bit fun. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think you guys want to do all 50 states? And not only that, we could actually do it in order of poll closing. That'd be pretty cool if we could actually do it in order of poll closing. So poll closings times 2024. Do you guys want to do that? That'd actually be pretty fun to do it and compare it to my map as of right now. So actually, let me go ahead and set that up. That might actually be pretty fun for us to do. We might actually go ahead and do that. Right now we got 83 people in the chat, but I am gonna have to pull up a new tab here really quick, because I'm gonna have to, basically set this up so I can do the polls here. Essentially, I want to figure out if I can actually have like somebody like, I don't know if I can give a mod a permission to do a poll. I'm actually curious about that. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, is that actually a thing? Like, I don't know how that'd work. I actually really don't know how that'd work. I'd have to figure that out. But I mean, it would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Now, guys, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. We are currently at 629 viewers with literally just 38 minutes in, so that would be pretty awesome. And Alpha Mapper, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just do it based on like who thinks what states are gonna go where. So it's not gonna really be a matter of like, you know, who's gonna, who's in America. I really don't care. So the first state here listed is at 7. No, I want these in order. I want these in order. I don't know why it gave it to me in that way, in order. Let me see. Hold on. Why? Oh, come on. You see, like these are all out of order. Huh, that's strange. I wonder where I could find them in the correct order. 2020 poll closings times. It's probably gonna end up being the same anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We can go to political. Okay, here we go. So Indiana and Kentucky. So we'll do Indiana first, essentially, and then we'll compare it to my map over here, and we'll see what that looks like essentially. So guys, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. Please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that support. Who wins the state of Indiana? So Donald Trump, Joe Biden. So we can go ahead and fill this out, guys. So, guys, make sure to go ahead and answer the poll. There are 70 of you guys in here. So I do want to see where everybody's basically gauged at. And I kind of want to entertain you guys while we talk about the election. And so as of right now, basically everybody's confident that he's going to win Indiana, which is roughly what I thought. So basically Donald Trump would get those 11 electoral college votes as of right now. So there's about, oh wow, a lot of chat left, which is fine. We'll keep doing this. I guess people were tuning in for electoral analysis, but I've already finished that part of the stream. So about 12 people have voted so far in the poll, and it says that Donald Trump is ahead there. Um, and so Donald Trump is actually ahead in the state of Indiana. Now in Kentucky, who wins the state of Kentucky? Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and RFK. I'll actually add Robert F. Kennedy into the polling, just to make it as accurate as possible. I think that would be pretty cool. So we can go ahead and add him into the polling. So you guys can go ahead and vote on that as well. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to basically vote that, he's pretty much ahead in Kentucky. That's basically the general consensus. So I'm going to give him the electoral votes in the state of Kentucky as of right now. The next states that close are Virginia, New Hampshire, Vermont. Well, it's Vermont. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do them by that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do it from like all the way at the top to basically going down to the bottom there. That's basically what I'll do it by. And actually, what I might even do is I actually might move this to the other tab. So let me go ahead and actually move this. Uh, Let me go ahead and move this to the other tab. I think it would probably be better actually. Um, so as of right now, hold on, guys. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just leave this here then. So essentially let me go ahead and look at the poll. Yeah, he's winning. Yeah, that's a pretty comfortable victory. I'm not very surprised. Now, in the state of Vermont, who wins who wins the state of Vermont? Joe Biden, Robert F. Kennedy. So we can go ahead and do that. Guys, if you are new, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 10.5K subscribers already. We're about to hit 11,000 pretty soon, which is generally pretty shocking. So, and it seems like everybody's going to be pretty confident in a Biden win here, essentially. Even some people are saying RFK, so that's interesting. But I am going to go ahead and end the poll as it was a pretty big landslide there already. So just to kind of make this go by quicker, New Hampshire is actually the next state, which is a swing state. So we can go ahead. Who who will win New Hampshire? Again, I'm doing it by poll closing just to make it a little bit more entertaining. Joe Biden. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So we can go ahead and start that poll there. Alpha Mapper says you're growing faster now. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I am growing pretty fast. The past 4 days, I've literally gained like 100 subs, which is crazy. Um, and so we're gonna let the votes come in here, but it looks like everyone's very confident Biden's winning New Hampshire, which is interesting. Everyone's very confident he's winning New Hampshire. So I'm gonna go ahead and end that poll. It was a 16 vote poll, and he was ahead by, basically a landslide. So he wins New Hampshire. Virginia is the next state on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in as well. I do think we have some non-Republican people watching the stream, so this is actually going to make it more entertaining. Who will win Virginia? Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And so we can go ahead and look at this, and it seems like okay, one vote in so far for Joe Biden, 8 votes. Okay, yeah, everyone's very confident Biden's going to pick off Virginia at this point. I could let a few more come in, but it seems like everyone's extremely confident this scenario. The next states we're going to be looking at are basically South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. So we're going to go ahead and keep going here. So South Carolina is the next state. I'm going to presume that Donald Trump is winning it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the options again. So you guys can go ahead and fill that out. So go ahead and do that. I'm gonna presume that Donald Trump is winning the poll in South Carolina. So I'm already gonna start. Hey Kevin, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Hey, go, Kevin! Right now, I'm streaming. All right, so guys, the next New Hampshire has moved to the left due to migration from Boston. Yeah, that could actually definitely be true. And if I look at the poll, Donald Trump's at 100% there, so that's pretty interesting there. Georgia, this is a crucial swing state, so this is going to be interesting to see what you guys think about this. Who's going to win the state of Georgia? And so we can go ahead and fill this out, guys. So make sure to go ahead and fill that out. Who do you think is going to win Georgia? I'm actually curious to see the results here because I think it's, well, maybe it's not that close. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Everyone's super confident Trump's picking that one off. I guess maybe like when people think someone's going to pick off a state, I guess everybody's basically on the same consensus that Trump or either Biden's gonna pick it off. Like, there's not really a state where it's like gonna, I guess in the betting, it's not gonna really be like neck and neck like that. So, uh, he does pick up there, and I'm gonna do the poll in Florida, but I'm gonna assume he picks up Florida, um, based on the chat. I'm gonna assume he does, but more than likely he does pick it off. So you guys can go ahead and answer that. I'll probably end it fast. Make sure, guys, if you guys are new to the stream and the channel, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to follow Twitter, join the Discord down below. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a very easy, victory for him there, essentially. So Trump's already at 74 electoral college votes there. If we keep going, Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina are the next states there, even though I already did. Oh, actually, I didn't do North Carolina yet. Um, so let me go ahead and fill this out. So these are going to be, I'm very confident he's going to be winning Ohio, amongst you guys. Donald Trump, Ohio. Now, do I include? Technically, I'm actually going to remove Biden off of here because he's theoretically not even listed as a general election candidate in the state of Ohio. So I'm actually going to just leave it up here for third party votes, just Trump and Kennedy, because since technically Biden is not on the ballot right now, which I think is hilarious that he's not on the ballot. But again, very confident. Everybody's really confident that Trump would end up picking off Ohio. I'm not gonna even do West Virginia. We're gonna skip that one. Everyone's gonna put it. That's a waste of time. North Carolina. We can go ahead and fill this one out. Trump, Biden, Kennedy. I wonder what states are going to be close. I'm actually curious to see like what states people are think are going to be like, people that are split on. I think that'd be interesting to look at um as of right now. And this is a sample of about 100 people or so. Yeah, everybody's pretty confident that Trump would be winning North Carolina, so he's there for sure. And then basically the rest of the Northeast pretty much comes in. I'm basically going to put DC down. I'm gonna put Massachusetts down, and I'm gonna put Maryland down as Democrat already. I'll start from Connecticut and go down, and then we'll basically go from there. And then Pennsylvania is also next, so we'll be going over those. Um, Tennessee, all of these essentially. Missouri, I'm gonna leave it Republican, as well as like Oklahoma, Kansas, and the Dakotas already. So we're gonna be filling this in slowly but surely there. But Connecticut. So let's see where this is at right now. Oh, what in the world? Oh, wow. And people are like, okay, well, Biden's ahead, but he's only ahead. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, Biden's only ahead by like 30 points, like literally like 30 points in the betting odds there. That's not good for him. Damn, almost like 30% of the viewers think he can win Connecticut. That's interesting. And then we'll look at New Jersey because that's a big one. He's trying to campaign there. So, New Jersey is the next one. So, you guys can go ahead and answer that one as well. So, let's look at chat and see what they said. Your audience is too biased up. Well, I mean, actually, we've gotten a pretty decent. We've actually. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. I think it's gonna be really neck and neck here. It's gonna be a close one in here. I think Biden's gonna end up taking the lead, but damn. Wow. This is close. Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll right there. But yeah, it was a 9 point difference. Wow, that's crazy. Well, actually, the chat really hasn't given us any crazy results though so far. So, Arkansas, Louisiana, as well as all these are gonna be going Republican. So I'm gonna fill those out already. Um, and the next state I'm going to be going over, well, Delaware and Rhode Island, I guess I'll just fill this in already. We'll go ahead and do, let's see, what would be the next state to do? I guess theoretically New York doesn't come in until after, so we'd have to do Pennsylvania and Michigan, which we'll see how those go. So Pennsylvania, PA, Trump, Biden, and RFK. Guys, don't go anywhere either because after this, I actually want to do one for the Senate. I actually want to do one for the Senate because I'm curious to see what you guys think about that one. That one I am curious. Um, Trump is winning Pennsylvania. He's everybody's pretty confident that he'd be winning that state, and I'd expect the same for everybody to say in Michigan. So I basically say that everybody might be pretty confident he's winning there too. Hold on, I'm trying to get to chat. Michigan. So we can go ahead and look at that. Oh, okay. Well, there's a little bit more people that think that he could win. Biden could win, but Trump is still ahead by a lot here. So I'd say that that's basically over. Um, so he's ahead in Michigan. Um, Now the next poll closings would be New York, Wisconsin, Minnesota. So all those and Illinois would have also been done already. So actually, we'll just do New York first. So this one's interesting because I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Um, New York. Let's see what chat thinks about this one. New York, Trump, Biden. Okay, so let's see like what happens there. Oh, ooh, whoa! It's like whoa, that was tied for a second. What in the world? Oh, oh wow. I think chat's actually gonna have him winning. It's 22 already. Wow. 23, 20. It's neck and it's super close. I'm gonna wait till like 25 votes. 120,000 people watching live? No, they're not. No, there's not. Wow. There's only like 69 people in here. That's what it tells me. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's insane. So he actually so he picks up so Chaz him picking up New York before Virginia, by the way. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Wow. Maine. Wow, that's nuts. That wow, bro. That's actually, dude, that is crazy that wow. Wow. That is nuts. Literally like a 4 point difference in the betting there. That's nuts. And whoa. Oh wow. Chad is pretty confident Trump's winning Maine too. Wow, that is nuts. Wow. I'm not gonna give him the first district, but like damn, bro. What in the hell? And then we got Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Iowa does not do their poll closing until after, but I'm probably gonna leave that Republican anyway. So we'll do Illinois next. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys say about Illinois, 'cause you guys have Trump flipping New York. I don't know what you guys would have for Illinois. Um, I don't think Trump is flipping New York right now. My model has it as like a 13.5 point victory for Biden. But oh man, my mouse died. Okay, so that's weird. So okay, let's wait until it gets to like 25 votes. Okay, so people are favoring him by like 8. Or like it's a little bit more than that. 26 votes. Wow, that is nuts. Wow. Wow. So people think he's gonna pick up New York, but not Illinois. Wow, that's interesting. Um, and then Wisconsin, I'm assuming is I'm assuming everybody's gonna have him winning. We almost have 100 people watching the stream, so that'd be awesome if we could get to 100. That would be greatly appreciated, guys. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like button. It would definitely help us. So if you guys could hit the like button, that would actually be really, really great. I would appreciate it. Trump would overperform in the second and make Maine closer. Everyone in is bullish on New York for some reason, probably due to Zeldin. I mean, not gonna lie, I'd be pretty bullish on it too. I mean, there is a real statistical possibility Trump could win it, but I think it's very unlikely. Minnesota now. Minnesota's interesting because I want to see what chat thinks. Because if you guys have Minnesota going blue and not New York, that's gonna be interesting. Uh, we definitely have some non viewers of the show in here though. We definitely have a couple people who usually don't watch the show in here. Um because usually these would be massive victories in chat, but it's not. Let's see what people say about Minnesota. Well, okay, well everybody okay, well 24 20 24 26. Okay, yeah, so everybody's pretty confident Trump's picking up that state of Minnesota. So that puts him there. I'm gonna give him Nebraska second, just because if he's winning New York, he probably will get Nebraska second. He'll probably also get over here Texas. I'm assuming he's gonna end up getting fairly easily as well. But I could do the poll either way. Texas, uh, Donald Trump. Guys, don't go anywhere because I am going to do a Senate poll. Because I want to see what you guys are thinking for the Senate. I think that'll also be interesting to look at. Chat margin is probably plus 20 for Trump. I mean, probably. Um, if Trump is wins New York, Adams, Hochul, AOC, and James, that apparently has him barely winning. Um, Texas, of course, everybody's pretty confident he's winning that. Colorado, I actually want to see what people think about Colorado, New Mexico, because you know, I have Trump barely eking out New Mexico as of right now. So I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. So let's go ahead and look at this really quick. Colorado's margin that came in quick. That came in fairly quick, but again, not as much as like some other states, but he's definitely favored there, according to chat. New Mexico, RFK. So we can look at this. Oh, oh, okay. This one, I'm gonna wait for some more votes to come in, but I think yeah, yeah, they have Trump winning New Mexico, so they have him picking off New Mexico, um, and I'm assuming he's gonna get Alaska, as well. I think that everybody would be pretty confident in him getting Alaska. Now I am gonna do Hawaii actually. I actually do want to do Hawaii. Evening. Hello, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh my god, I swear, if you guys have Biden losing Hawaii, I don't even know. I don't even know about that. That would be okay. So at least chat thinks that Biden's winning Hawaii, because I was like, if they don't have him winning Hawaii, that's gonna be pretty nuts. Um, that would be pretty nuts. So everybody seems, not everybody, but a lot of people seem to be pretty confident. I'm gonna put California in the safe Democratic column. I'm gonna leave it blue already just because I'm pretty sure Biden would win it. But Washington, I want to see what chat thinks because the polling is actually kind of close here. So I want to actually see what chat thinks about Washington, really quick. So we can go ahead and look at that. Um, oh, there's no way it's tied. Guys, there's no way. Wow. Literally a 9-point difference. A 10-point difference in Washington for Biden. So he wins. Now I'm curious to see Oregon. I'm curious, what's Oregon? I want to see this. What's Oregon? What is that looking like? What is this? What is this looking like? Wow, so people are more confident Biden's gonna win. Well, Jeff, this is just chat, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you could call in and we can talk and we could talk about you know, we could talk about what you have for the map and we can debate on it if you want. You can call in to the show, to be honest. I'll literally have just you call in for the show today, just so you can debate me on 2024. Um, Oregon goes there, and I'm assuming Arizona. Let's see this. Okay, Jeff. I'm not voting. Well, actually, Brian, the average does not do that. So basically, I'm gonna assume that chat would have Nevada going red. I can do it, but I'm assuming chat's gonna have Nevada going there. I'm gonna do it just for shits and giggles, but I think that chat is basically gonna have him going uh to Trump, essentially. Yeah, yeah, pretty much everybody has. that there. Pretty solid there. So yeah, it was funny that New York was actually the closest one out of all the states. Today was the maybe it was because today was the rally and stuff like that, but it was pretty interesting that New York was the most like hotly debated one. So according to Chad, Trump's winning 358 electoral college votes. Wow. Wow. That is nuts. Wow, Chad has Trump winning 358 electoral votes with the state of New York. Surprised his Chad is biased. We're gonna do the Senate now. So, we're gonna start with Washington. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting because the Senate is looking very weird. Washington Senate map. Senate. Republican, Democrat. We're gonna do the Senate now. So let's see what chat thinks. Washington Senate. All red. There's no guys. Guys, please. Guys. Guys, Washington Senate seat is not going red. It's not. It's not going red. There's no way. Okay, it's at 20 votes. And okay, so people have it going blue. California. Let's see. Let's see. California. Okay. All right. No, no. Guys, I love how it's within 20. It's like either at 20 or within 20 points. Wow. Within 20. Nevada. Let's look at Nevada Senate seat. Hmm. Wow, everyone's really confident about him winning, actually. Hmm. Interesting. Seems like chat has Sam Brown winning like 2-1. Now for Arizona. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go. Well, let's see. I'm curious to see what chat thinks about this. Hmm. Everyone's very confident. She's actually like chat's actually sort of confident that she would win. I don't think I'd be this confident, but it seems like chat is. Oh, they have Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, North Dakota. All of these are gonna go red. Um, Hawaii is gonna go there. Uh, New Mexico. Let's see of this. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, well, okay, Democrat wins easily in New Mexico. Now for Montana. Here we go. Let's see this. Uh, she, he. Let's see. Oh wow, chat's very confident Tim's gonna win. Um, damn. Wow, everyone's very confident he's winning that. Where is his? Where's Tester is done when you need him? I think I know who you're talking about, actually. Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy? Colin Allred. Okay, Colin Allred. That's his name. Kind of forgot it for a second. Damn. Why is that taking so long to load? Hold on. There we go. And yep, okay. Okay, yeah, everyone thinks Ted Cruz is gonna win. Oh, there he goes. Yep. Okay, so everyone's very confident he's winning there. And in Florida, I'd expect the same thing. Who's the Democrat he's running against? 538. Let me look it up really quick. Let's see. Okay, what in the hell is her name? What is this? That's a weird name, but either way. Yeah, everyone's pretty confident that Rick Scott's winning that race. Yeah, he's gonna win easy. Now, Virginia, the latest poll does actually have I'm curious to see what you guys think about this because the latest poll does actually have Hung Kao down by a lot. So, oh, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, everyone's very confident he's gonna win. Rip. Yeah, I'll probably end up voting for Rick Scott as well. So there goes that. And then West Virginia. I'm literally gonna put West Virginia safe Republican because Ohio Senate. Here we go. This is another crazy one. Hmm. Okay, well, everyone's confident he would win that. All right, now for Minnesota. Alright, guys. For Minnesota, I need to look at who the other candidate is. Okay, Fraser, I guess is the name. Very curious to see what people have to say about Minnesota. No, guys, guys. Oh, alrighty then. Well, everyone's confident that Minnesota would go blue. Vermont, Massachusetts, dun, 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 dun. And so we'll do New Jersey, which I need to look up the two candidates. Kim. Oh, crap. Clicked out by accident. I honestly don't know who's going against Angus King, but I'm expecting Angus King to win very easily, so I'm not gonna even bother. What? No way. Stop. 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 Yeah, so basically, we have chat has it being them, but and then for Maryland, here we go. Let's see what chat thinks about Maryland. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting one to look at. Kid, this is gonna be close. This one's gonna go back and forth a little bit. Oh boy. There's no way. There's actually no way. I want to wait for more votes to see. I want to wait for more votes. Yeah, if Bob runs third party, then you could see the state be very close. Yes. That you could definitely see happen. Well, it looks like Maryland is a tie right now and no one's voted yet. So whoever breaks the tie. Okay, well, all right. So also Brooks wins, but it's only by Chad only thinks she only by 5 points. Chad thinks she wins, so that's great. Um, and we'll see over here. Yeah, my stream's slowing down a little bit. Oh no, no, no way, guys, bro, they actually have it so close. Okay, well, all right. So it's like 62 to. So okay, so now we got the Rust Belt left. So now here we go. This is good. These are gonna be the fun ones. Let's see what Chad thinks about these. It's gonna go back and forth a little bit. Let's see what Chad has to say. Right now, I currently have them at I think I have them at 56 Senate seats, I think. Something like that. I'm gonna wait until it gets to 20 votes, because that's usually what I've been waiting for. So I'm gonna let it get to about 20. Oh, and I'll look after stream in DMs. All right, so I'm gonna wait until it hits 20. What is it gonna be? All right, someone vote. Oh no, it's a tie. It's a tie. All right. Well, who's gonna break the tie? Let's see who breaks it. Who breaks the tie now? Who breaks the tie? Who breaks the tie? Is anybody gonna do it? Well, the poll's gone on for a while, but it seems like it's dead on. Okay, 21 votes. All right, Hope Day was ahead. It's reported here 20 votes. Hope Day won by a single vote. So the Senate goes red there by literally a point. It's really close. And Michigan Senate slot Slockett and Rogers. Huh. Again. It's not loading again. What in the world? Hold on, I'm gonna have to reset this. Um, all right, here we go. So Michigan, we'll look at this and see what Michigan's at. This one's gonna be interesting because this one will be close. I think this one could possibly be close too. I'm gonna have to head out. See you. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Flamey Bird Drake. Rogers is the R one. I misspelled it by accident, actually. Seems like he might pull it out. I think you guys are gonna have the Senate at what I currently have it. I have it at 56 to 44 right now. I don't have Pennsylvania going to. Well, actually, I think I do have Pennsylvania going to McCormick, but whatever. Well, okay, so it's gonna be impossible for. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, so people are more confident Rogers gonna win than Hope Day. That's interesting. That is pretty interesting. And then we have PA Senate, and that would be in Casey. This is the last one before I head out, guys. So, and then I'm gonna have to record. I'm gonna probably end up recording my election prediction now for tomorrow. All right, so I think I might end it in a second because it seems like everyone's pretty confident Casey's gonna beat. Oh, I think Casey might edge it out in PA, but I think it's gonna be closer than people expect. I think it's gonna be a little bit closer than people expect. Oh, you see, look, now it's tightening up. So I'm gonna let it go to 20 votes again. I love how in the Rust Belt states Rogers was the most confident. Alpha Mavsic gets some sleep. Yeah, I may have to get some sleep soon. Two more votes, guys. Two more votes. It's still within a margin. Still within a margin of a few points, guys. So go ahead and vote. All right. I think I'm going to end it since no one else is voting. See what the final result says. 18 votes, Casey 55 to 44. So Casey would end up winning. So that puts Republicans 56 to 44 essentially. So that's roughly what I've usually had it at. James Mole says, "Hey, from the UK." Well, thank you for the support from the UK. I appreciate it, but we are actually going to end the stream right now. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that like button. If you guys are new to this channel and the stream, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to go ahead and follow Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below. And I will see you guys very, very soon.